Now, and then unmute yourself for the.
Okay, Aileen, we're live. Oh, I'm going. All right, let's start today. Welcome everybody to today's daily antidote of song. Very excited to be here with everybody today. And we're in for a real treat. We have a new song leader with us today, and very special connections between our song leader and our host today, and I'm excited for everybody here to hear about it. So would you everybody please help me say hello to everybody who is out there on the live stream. Hello folks on the live stream. We're glad you've joined us today. We're glad you're with us, and we're looking forward to singing with you. And how about a little hello to everybody in this room? Help me out, gang. Thank you. And let's get started. We'll say hi to, of course, our song leader coming in today from San Diego, California, but I think she lives also in South Africa. This is Sharon Katz, who is a buddy of Aileen Vance, coming in from Santa Cruz, California. And Aileen will be hosting Sharon today, and we're very excited to meet Sharon and to hear from them during the chat time. Thanks today to Aaron, running tech, coming in out of the Bronx, New York. Deborah in Kentucky, Deli in Maryland, Dory and Ollie coming in from Rhode Island, Susan in Cincinnati, Julie in Ontario, Dan in Vienna, Virginia, Linda on Orcas Island, Trish in Victoria, Kathy in Colorado, Arlene in Berkeley, California, Kate in Charlottesville, Annette in California, Sheila in Florida. Hello to Glenda, who might be new to us today. Everybody wave to Glenda. Hi, Glenda. Nice to meet you. Becky coming in from Vancouver, Carolyn in Boise, Idaho, reminding me, thank you for the cue card, that today is day 1,565 days of consecutive singing here in the Daily Antidote of Song. And for anybody who doesn't know, we've been doing this since the pandemic started. It's a space you can come into and sing one song every day at noon Eastern. It's free, it's accessible, and we love the idea that you join us here. I want to say hi to Caroline in DC, to Luda in Victoria, to Bonnie in Boise, Idaho, Ruth and Clive in Birmingham, UK, Benet in Berkeley, California, Sue in Seattle, Loriana, Kachina, and Courtney coming in from Vermont, Bob, Mabel, and the Bears. Nope, just Mabel and the Bears coming in from Mass. Let's see who else we have here. Loriana, Kachina, and Courtney. Aloysius coming in from Massachusetts. Elizabeth in California. Marcia coming in from Huntsville, Ontario. Sarah in Connecticut. Carol in Connecticut. Storm in Massachusetts. Nancy in Washington State. Anne in Silver Spring, Curly Tops over there in Vermont, Fred in Maryland, Hoda in British Columbia, Gary in Massachusetts, Lynn in Connecticut, and Bob in Mass. Let's all take a deep breath. And so I suspect that a lot of you in this room will already know this today, but we'll just go ahead and announce that we lost not one but two beautiful song leaders yesterday who've sung in this room before. The great, amazing Bernice Johnson Regan died yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, at the age of, I think, 81. And beautiful Bernice Johnson Regan, who was the founding member of Sweet Honey in the Rock and an activist extraordinaire. Bernice sang in this room with us on Issei Barnwell's 75th birthday. And that was later in her life when she wasn't singing as much. And all of us felt, I think, blessed, awed, and amazed by her presence and her contribution that day. We're going to have a link in the chat for Issei Barnwell's 75th birthday, so you can revisit Bernice and that beautiful moment and sort of celebrate her spirit by joining her again there. And sadly, also, Happy Traum died yesterday, and Happy sang in this room with us 5 times. He was a really important part of this community, and it's so hard right now to have to think about the loss of those two beautiful figures. And I hope that we can hold them all in our spirits while we sing today with Sharon. And we'll invite you to go in. Happy's links will also be in the chat. So go ahead and visit with the times that he sat in this room with us and lived life to the fullest. So thanks everybody so much. I'm gonna turn it over to Aileen Vance, beautiful song leader and host with the Daily Antidote. Brings a lot of magic to our space. Thanks, Aileen, for being here.
Well, thank you, Joe. Good morning, everyone. And thank you so much for everything you said. That was exactly what I wanted to hear this morning, honoring Dr. Bernice Johnson Reagan and Happy Traum. And I invite you all in this space that we breathe and sing together to also bring other people that we've lost into the room. And we'll talk a little bit about that with Sharon too, in terms of how we honor those who have gone on, who've been giants in our world. It's a beautiful place for us to come together and do that with the daily antidote, with the daily medicine. So let's take another deep breath together and just bring that into the room and share it with everyone. And it's a special day for me here on the Daily Antidote. I love coming into this space and seeing all your faces and all the love that's here. Today's a really special day because not only is it day 1565, and just give yourself a moment to honor that you've participated in, many of you've been here the entire time. You come almost every week or sometimes every day to get that daily antidote. So not only is it day 1565, it's also July 18th, which is the birthday of Nelson Mandela. It's known as Mandela Day in South Africa and all over the world. It's the day set aside to honor the birthday of Nelson Mandela, but it's also the day that's set aside, created really, I think, by the United Nations, and maybe Sharon can let me know that when she comes on, if that's correct. But I think it was created by the United Nations to celebrate the idea that each of us, every single individual, has the power to transform the world, the ability to make an impact on someone else or on your community or on the world itself. It's a day that invites us all to bring people together around the world to fight poverty and to promote peace and reconciliation and cultural diversity with acts of service. And that's the most important part, is that it's an invitation for all of us to do acts of service in our community, in our state, in our country, in our world. So I can think of no better person to introduce to you this morning to honor Mandela Day than my friend Sharon Katz. Sharon is a South African singer, songwriter. She's a music therapist, she's an activist, she's a choir director, and she's a cultural ambassador for human rights and peace and understanding. And she does all of that with an incredible amount of energy. I don't know how she does it. She's a machine of incredible positive energy. I wanted to tell you just a little bit, and this is like a tiny little bit about how I got to know her, the context of how I was inspired by her. After Mandela was released from prison in 1990, it was a time of incredible violence and unrest in South Africa. People were very afraid of what the new South Africa might be. And she co-founded with her friend Nomhlanhla Wanda this 500-voice multiracial choir of children. And she had this crazy idea that if she were able to take these children across the country of South Africa on a train, which was called the Peace Train, she could show people what a new South Africa could be. And from that, she was able to meet Nelson Mandela, and Mandela considered her to be his cultural ambassador. So that, and we have a picture maybe we'll share later of Sharon with Nelson Mandela. Today, Sharon's continuing that work. She works in South Africa. She supports children there. She also supports children in the U.S. And I've been on a few adventures with her where we've taken youth on choir tours, and it's really amazing. And then right now, she's doing a lot of extensive humanitarian work across the border in Mexico with children there, a lot of whom are refugees who are waiting at the border. So she'll talk a little bit more about that. She embodies what I believe Mandela Day is all about. So would you please welcome my friend Sharon Katz, and she'll share. What song do you have for us today, Sharon?
Well, firstly, hi everybody, and thank you for having me on this incredible show that I've heard so much about. And thank you, Aileen, for hosting me, and Joe, and to all of you who are listening in on this incredible day, Nelson Mandela's birthday, July 18th. This is 2024. He would have been 106 years old. And I can't think of a better time to actually invoke Mandela's spirit than today. We really do need this kind of voice of reason, of compassion and understanding and solutions. You know, Mandela found solutions, and well, I don't want to get too carried away about how the world leaders are not finding solutions today. But we in this community, we know that we need to think positively. And I was wearing Mandela with me today on my shirt, as is Aileen. And this was the shirt, you know, this was the iconic photograph of Nelson Mandela during the elections of 1994 in South Africa. Prior to that, we had staged the Peace Train tour in 1993, and then I got to perform for all of Mandela's rallies, you know, hundreds of thousands of people coming together. And my band was picked to perform before Mandela came to the stage. So I really do feel that I carry his spirit with me. And it's important, you know, it's really important to remember Mandela, Nelson Mandela. And I wrote this song that I'm going to teach you today. It's simply entitled Mandela. I co-wrote it actually with a songwriter in Philadelphia in the early 2000s, after I came back to the United States to spread the message. And I guess I should just go into the song because time is really short, isn't it, on this program? Right? Are you all ready to sing? Okay, so the chorus is very easy. It just simply repeats Mandela, and you know, the chorus came to me as choruses often do when I'm driving, and it's a chant. So I'll teach that to you first, and you'll sing along very, very easily. And everybody hear me okay? Okay, great. So here goes the chorus. It's simply Mandela, oh 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 Mandela, oh. We can try it together. Mandela, oh 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 Mandela, oh. He's the champion of change, a pioneer of passion, a man of hope, vision and action, our Nubian king, the man with a dream. He showed us the way into a new day. Mandela, oh 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 Mandela, oh. He has the heart of a hero. He's a giant of a man, healer of the human heart with a master plan. Everyone can stand tall, a better life for all. Words that heal your spirit so the children can hear it. Mandela, oh 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 Mandela. 27 years in jail. They couldn't break his spirit. He sang behind the prison walls. The whole world could hear it. They couldn't shake his confidence, even though they tried and tried, because he had the will of steel. His people were his pride. Mandela, oh 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 Mandela, oh. Instilling faith in the children, teaching them to stand tall, that everybody is equal. Break down those walls. It's been a long time coming. It's been a terrible fight. Have a heart, have a spirit, have love in your life. Mandela, oh 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 Mandela, oh. So usually when I sing this song live in concerts, I add the South African national anthem and I sing it. Kosi sikeleli Afrika, maluphakanyisu phondolwayo. Kosi sikeleli Afrika, maluphakanyisu phondolwayo. Thank you for singing, everybody. Thank you. I could see you singing.
Isn't that nice when you can see everyone's face singing along on your song?
Absolutely.
What a great way to start my day. I know I always forget that it's not morning for everyone on the Daily Antidote of Song. It could be any time, anywhere in the world. So you may be having your morning coffee or your lunch or your evening glass of wine. We don't know. But it's a wonderful way to just center ourselves for whatever work we do, I think, to be reminded of the work of Nelson Mandela. You want to talk a little bit? We don't have a ton of time, but we have time to chat a bit, and then we'll sing the song with you again to close out the program. But do you want to talk a little bit about your own journey as a young, white, South African woman who found a way into this, a way that you could use music to do the work of social justice, and how you came to that? What was it?
Wow, it's a deep question to answer, but of course, I'd love to talk about it, and it's my life's journey to talk about this. Well, I grew up in South Africa under apartheid. I was born into the apartheid regime. I don't mind telling you, I was born in 1955. And that was the height of apartheid. The apartheid regime started as such, under the Nationalist Party in South Africa in 1948. So I was born, smack dab in the middle of that. And fortunately, at an early age, I think it maybe had a lot to do with my Jewish background. as well growing up, and I grew up in a family of activists, although a lot of things were kept secret from us as children. Um, but I was keenly aware of injustice and racial injustice, obviously just looking around me in my country growing up. And Mandela was probably I think when I was 8 years old, Mandela was imprisoned. And so nobody talked openly about Nelson Mandela. But I became exposed to a group of actors. John Carney, who's my friend to this day, is an amazing person, an activist, an actor. He was working with Ethel Fugard, and Ethel Fugard is a renowned playwright that comes from near my hometown, which was called then Port Elizabeth. Today, the town is called, the city, it's a big city, is called Gqeberha. And in between, it also became known as Nelson Mandela Bay. After liberation, it was called Mandela Bay. But because Mandela was from not too far from my hometown. Mandela came from Kunu, which was it was called the Transkei back then. It was about maybe 6 hours drive from Port Elizabeth. Anyway, so I met Ethel Fugard and the players. They were called the Serpent Players when I was about 15. It was at an underground showing of, or not a showing, but what would you call it? It was a play actually called The Just, in which was John Carney and 3 other actors. And I got to meet them and I became friends with them. And I used to go and visit them illegally in the township of New Brighton. And I was fired up at that time because I hated
Do you want to talk about the illegally? Can you tell people how you did that? That sometimes
Well, I would go down.
you were smuggled in a car sometimes, weren't you? In the back of a car?
Yeah, all the time.
Because it was illegal for you to be going into this area and it was illegal for them to be.
Well, you could only cross over from the township into a white area as a black person if you had a pass.
Had a pass.
And a pass enabled you to work in a white area. And this was part of the evil apartheid regime. That's like having to have a passport in your own country. This was, my friend's country, and supposedly my country, right? But in order to go to a black township, because I was young and I didn't have the necessary papers. If I was an adult and a doctor or whatever, I probably could have got papers. Like Apple had papers to go and work across into the townships. But I was a minor and I was doing this in secret. And so that my friends would hide me. And at first, they didn't really want to take me. They knew it could be dangerous. But John was an activist and he knew. You can ask him today. And he'll say that we knew that Sharon was important in the struggle because she had to come and see for herself what it was like in a black township. And we needed her to cross that barrier and go back and talk about it, which of course I didn't immediately because I knew if anybody found out, they would stop me from my forays and going to the townships. But it did enlighten me, like completely changed my life, and so that I became an activist. And as I used music, I went through my life using music as a vehicle to inspire change and to instill change in communities where it seems impossible. And I always like to quote Mandela. I have this next to my desk. It always seems impossible until it's done.
One of my favorite quotes as well.
Yeah, and Mandela is a living example of that because, as the song said, 27 years in jail, 27 years. And it never fails to amaze me. It never fails to inspire me, Nelson Mandela story. And then to be there in South Africa and to have the opportunity to play my part in founding and co-founding with Nonhlanhla Wanda and Marilyn Cohen, the Peace Train project, which was 32 years ago.
And
we founded the Peace Train.
Just so people know, that work with the Peace Train still exists, and Sharon is still doing this work all over the world. So it's if you want to check out more, we can't we don't have time for all that we'd love to talk about. And she and I talk about a lot of this stuff all the time, and I'm still learning from her so much. We recently went to South Africa. Sharon and Marilyn invited me to go with them to South Africa, and to stand in front of Mandela's cell on Robben Island was one of the most powerful experiences I've ever had in my entire life, and it gave me a new understanding of what that must have, been like, just a small taste of that. For those that don't know, I want to also mention John Connie. If you're not familiar with the name, you're probably familiar with the face. He was in the Black Panther movies as the father of the Black Panther of T'Challa. And he's been in many other TV series and movies and plays, and he's famous all over the world, and quite a powerful figure in the anti-apartheid movement through arts.
Tony Award-winning actor.
Yes.
He acts in
so
Shakespeare all over the world. He writes his own plays. He's a brilliant person.
Yeah, and he was so wise, wasn't he, to know that the way to open you to what was going on was to let you come there rather than say, we'll come to you. You come to us and see.
They came to my house as well. I made sure that my parents were out of the house, because that was also strictly illegal, to have black visitors in your house. And I made a point of serving tea. I was a little young kid, but that was really illegal under the apartheid regime. I mean, I can't even begin to talk about how unjust, how evil the system of apartheid was. It's impossible to imagine the extent of the horror of what it was. It was really horrific.
I want to make sure, too, that we invite people to go to your website. I know Aaron's been incredibly vigilant about continuing to put all that in there. And I want to tell people about a film, which Aaron just put in the chat, called When Voices Meet. There's a trailer, and then the film is available on Vimeo. And please, I invite you to go and watch that film. A lot of what Sharon has talked about this morning and what she sung about, and so much more of what she did, is available in this documentary, When Voices Meet. And John Connie was also interviewed and featured in the film, and you'll get to hear him talk a little bit about his relationship with Sharon over the years. So please go do that, and I think you will be opened up to a whole new world. And if you want to, we have to end. And actually, I apologize because I have another event I have to go to on Zoom in 5 minutes. So if you're new to Daily Antidote of Song and you want to stick around and let us know who you are, please do that after we finish today. And I invite you, as part of your community service on Mandela Day, to go to the Peace Train website and find out about the humanitarian work that Sharon is doing and contribute to that if you can. And also, what a perfect way to spend Mandela Day. Go to the Carpe Diem Arts page and make a donation to continue the work that Carpe Diem Arts and Joe and everyone who does the Daily Antidote of Song and holds it up can continue to bring this important work to the entire world, which is what we're doing now. Everybody all over the world is coming to the Daily Antidote of Song. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you to Joe for being here today, to Aaron for doing the tech, to Sharon for coming to sing with us, and to yes.
Yeah, I was just going to jump in really quickly because I think even though you need to go, we'll probably stay and sing with Sharon one more time.
We're going to do that. I'm going to do that too, but I just...
Okay. And also,
I'm going to have to say goodbye right after the song's over. So
okay, I'm doing a quick screen share because Sharon sent us a beautiful picture. Whoops. Okay, I'm not, because it didn't work. Okay, so I might do it again after she sings. We have a beautiful picture that I'll share with you that Sharon sent to us. So, all right, back to you, Sharon and Aileen.
Yes. So thank you so much to everyone for coming to sing with us, to coming to experience a little bit of that daily medicine together, and for sharing that daily medicine with us. Every time you come and we see your smiling faces, that brings us a lot of love, and we need that. We all need that in our lives. Let love in your life. And here's Sharon to sing the song one more time.
Thank you, everybody, and thank you, Aileen. I just wanted to say that When Voices Meet, actually it's on the poster behind me, The documentary is available on Amazon Prime, and it's only the trailer that's on Vimeo, but I also have it up on YouTube. So just Google When Voices Meet on YouTube. You can catch it there, as well as Amazon Prime, and it will tell you the whole story of how we founded the Peace Train project together. And you'll meet John, and you'll also see my dear friend Abigail Kubeka, who used to sing with Miriam Makeba in her group. So yeah, let's sing the song together again, and thank you so much for having me. I hope to see you along the way. I have a lot of shows coming up. I'll be on August 4th, I'll be at the African Cultural Association of North America ACANA Festival. So that's on the East Coast. That's in Philadelphia, August 4th. And I'll be at the San Jose Jazz Festival on the West Coast on the 11th of August. I'll also be at the South African Food and Wine Festival on August 14th and 15th. And that's in Virginia. So you'll find those dates on my website, SharonKatz.com. Thank you so much. He's a champion of change, a pioneer of passion, a man of hope, vision and action, our Nubian king, the man with a dream. He showed us the way into a new day. Sing together now. Mandela, oh 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 Mandela, oh. He has the heart of a hero. He's a giant of a man, healer of the human heart with a master plan. Everyone can stand tall, a better life for all. Words that heal your spirit so the children can hear it. Mandela, oh 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 Mandela, oh. 27 years in jail, they couldn't break his spirit. He sang behind the prison walls. The whole world could hear it. They couldn't shake his confidence, even though they tried and tried, because he had the will of steel. His people were his pride. Mandela, oh 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 Mandela, oh. Instilling faith in the children, teaching them to stand tall, that everybody is equal. Break down those walls. It's been a long time coming. It's been a terrible fight. Have a heart, have a spirit. Let love in your life. Mandela, oh 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 Mandela, oh. lwayo kosisikeleli Afrika maluphakanyise photo lwayo mayibuye Afrika mayibuye Afrika mayibuye Afrika mayibuye Afrika. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Woo!
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Sharon Katz, everybody.
Thank you.
Sharon, thank you for a beautiful lesson and a lot of history and a lot of deep thought about activism, and especially for a beautiful song and for sharing it with us and singing it with us and teaching it to us. And it's been really spectacular having you in our space, and hope we can have you back again sometime in the future.
Anytime.
Thank you, everybody. One more time for Sharon Katz. Thank you so much. And also
thank
for
you all
Aileen.
for singing. Thank you for singing.
Thank you, Sharon, and also for Aileen for hosting. And thanks everybody here for joining us. Help me please wave everybody out of the live stream. Thanks so much, everybody out there on YouTube and everybody out there on Facebook Live. We're so glad you joined us, and we can't wait to see you tomorrow here in the Daily Antidote Song. And let's say bye to everybody in the room. We'll start with Sharon in case she needs to go off and be busy somewhere else. Thanks so much, Sharon. I know it's early where you are. Maybe a second cup of tea or something. So thank you so much, Aaron, for running tech for us today, coming out of the Bronx. Deborah in Kentucky, Ollie and Dory coming in from Rhode Island, Linda on Orcas Island, Kathy in Colorado, Arlene in California, Annette in California, Sheila in Florida. Let's see, I see Carolyn in Boise, Idaho, and Glenda, new to us today. Glad to have you with us today. Caroline in DC, Sue in Seattle, Martha in Oregon, Luda in British Columbia, Ruth and Clive in Birmingham, Bob and Mabel and the Bears, coming in from Massachusetts, Pauline, Phil, and William coming in from Totnes, UK. Nice to see you guys here today. Bob in Albany, Benet in California, Susan in Cincinnati, Ohio, Anne in Ontario, Canada. New location for you today. Gary in Massachusetts, Cricket coming in from Maryland, and let's see, we got on page 2, Deli coming in from Maryland, Fred in Maryland, Marcia in Ontario, Storm in Massachusetts, Ann in Silver Spring, Jamie in Victoria, Bonnie coming in from Boise, Idaho, Dan in Vienna, Virginia, Aloysius in Massachusetts, Elizabeth in California, Carol in Connecticut, Loriana Kachina and Courtney in Vermont, Nancy in Washington State, Lynn in Connecticut, and the Curly Tops in Vermont. Thank you so much, everybody. Lots of love. And can we close, please, today just with a quick blessing and moment of silence for our two beautiful song leaders, Bernice Johnson-Reagan and for Happy Traum. And there are links in the chat for the times that they were with us in this room. Please visit with them today. And we're sending blessings and love and hugs and hope out to their families. And we hope that we can celebrate them with some singing of their music in here sometime soon. Thanks again, everybody, for being here, and lots of love to everybody. Thank you so much, everybody. So I see that it's Kathy in Colorado's birthday today. Kathy, happy birthday. Sorry that we didn't shout it out during the live stream. It was a lot of other things that were also happening, and I wasn't sure about the birthday. And yeah, thank you. Okay. So we'll go ahead and wish Kathy a happy birthday from everybody here. And Sharon, can I put you in a screenshot for the birthday girl? So I would like spotlight you and add everybody. Thank you. All right. So there's Sharon. We're going to add the birthday girl. Kathy, happy birthday from all of us here. We're going to add some birthday cheer over here. Happy birthdays and happy birthdays and happy birthdays. So Sharon, we do this on all the birthdays, and most of the people in here getting excited about Kathy's birthday have never met her in her entire life, and they just happen to all know her from this space. All right, so let's see if we've got any more. We go, okay. I'm going to come back through. All right, everybody everybody smile. Happy birthday for Kathy.
Happy birthday, Kathy.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to remove all the spotlights. And Sharon, you can drop anytime. Thanks for joining us. We're going to do another round of spotlights with everybody who I missed in that round. So let's see, Kathy in Colorado, I'm spotlighting you. And now I'm going to go through and see anybody who had a birthday card that I didn't hold up. I see you, Dory. Thank you. Keep them hold up now. So Carolyn, did I get you? I got you. Okay, Caroline in DC, thank you. Yeah, wave at me if I didn't get you. Sue in Seattle, did I get you? Got you, okay. Phil, Totnes, and Pauline and William, got you. Did I get the bears? Storm, I got you, thank you. Bears, I got, okay. Jamie, I got you. And I'm gonna put Nancy's cow in, which is now Nancy's birthday sign. Dan, you wanna be in a picture? All right, who else wants to be in a picture? Wave at me. Looking, well, you're already in a picture. Let's see, who else? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, anybody else? Annette in California, you want to be in a picture? Were you already in? Already in, okay. All right, we're gonna add me. Here we go. And then we're gonna add the very next person that I find as soon as I do that. All right, Bob, Mabel, and the Bears, you're back in. Everybody, say cheese. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful, gang, thank you so much. We're gonna remove all the spotlights if we can figure out how to do that. There we go. Zoom has really moved some buttons around on all of us. It's been really challenging lately. Thank you so much, gang, for helping to celebrate Kathy's birthday. Kathy, it's early on your end of your birthday. I hope you have a spectacular day. I hope you eat yummy foods and sing yummy songs. And yeah, everybody go check those links out with Bernice and with Happy. That's the saddest news. And I've been actually writing with Happy, and we were talking about having him back in here, and I'm sad to know that maybe during that time he was, struggling with some illness and trying to find his footing to be able to sing. And yeah, so yeah, we've been very lucky in this room to be able to have had the people we have had in our lives. And there's a reason to celebrate every day. So, all right, happy Mandela Day. Go out and think of something great to do. Love you guys. Bye.